Hey everybody, it's Chloe here with Rooted Dog Training, and I have a pro tip for you today, and I'm going to talk to you about dog parks. Right now I'm at a dog park, but notice where I'm standing. I'm actually standing outside of the dog park, not in. Dog parks are extremely popular and really do sound like a wonderful idea, a great concept, because a lot of us do want to and maybe even need to socialize our dogs, although it isn't a requirement. So there's that. But there are a lot of risks involved when coming to these places. This is a beautiful dog park. It's actually brand new. It's only been open like a couple months, and it's becoming very popular. More and more people are showing up and they're enjoying it. Here's the thing I just want you all to understand that there are always going to be risks when you take your dogs to places like this, or even like the dog beach. Anytime you're taking your dog off leash around strangers, whether humans or dogs, you don't know, there is a level of risk. Even this dog park, it's actually pretty small. It's not very big, so if you have a lot of dogs in there, there could be a lot of tension that evolves in such a tight space. Therefore, a dog fight could ensue. I used to be a dog walker, and in my early days of dog walking, it was a service that I offered to come to dog parks. And let me tell you, so this is coming from experience, I have seen tons of dog fights in dog parks, and I've seen plenty of human fights as well. It's gotten to the point where dogs are getting hurt by people because they're interrupting what they think are dog fights. Sometimes it's legit, sometimes it's not. And then you have cases where humans get into arguments and the police are being called. I mean, things can get pretty serious pretty fast when your dogs are involved, because people are very sensitive when it comes to our animals or to our kids, right? We're going to defend them. So that's, of course, the more serious risk, probably. But there's also other risks involved. I mean, you got disease floating around in there because you don't know what dog's coming in. You don't know if they're healthy. You don't know if they're vaccinated. You don't know anything. They might not be neutered, and that's one of the requirements for these dog parks. And a lot of people do not obey the rules of the dog parks. So there's that. But really, overall, it's about coming in and not being on the same page as everybody else in the park. If that were the case, if everybody understood dog behavior and understood the dog that they have and how to read their specific behavior, and that would be great, because then we would all be on the same page, the philosophy is the same, we would know when to interrupt any dog socials that may seem a little bit hairy, that where dog's feeling uncomfortable, then you would know when to break it up, or you would know, oh no, the dog's just actually being playful, okay, allow it. There are a lot of nuances when it comes to dog behavior, and if you don't fully understand it or fully understand how to control your dog, if your dog's not even reliable, then these are all things to consider, because they're just adding to the risk of coming to these places. And of course, you'll get a lot of people who say they know how to handle their dog, or they know dog behavior, and they'll tell you, oh no, that dog's fine. Most of the time it's not true. Remember, I've been there. I've heard everything from everyone when it comes to their dogs and what they think is true or right. And it just comes down to, there's so many mixed ideas and philosophies and opinions when you come to these places. And if you really truly want to keep your dog safe, find some friends that you know, that you trust, that you share the same opinions and philosophies when it comes to dog training or dog behavior. That way you know how that socialization is going to flow. You know it's going to be controlled. You know you're on the same page, and you know when you're going to interrupt when it feels necessary. And two, dog socialization does not mean it has to include play. It can literally mean just coexisting with other dogs in a calm way. Okay, it could literally just be sitting next to each other or sitting at opposite ends. That could be dog socialization, and that's enough. So, food for thought. I hope that was all very helpful for you guys and helping you understand the risks involved when you come to these places. I know it sounds like a wonderful idea, a great concept. I'm there with you. But my opinion is, don't take the risk. Create your own dog park in your own yard or your friend's yard, where you're all on the same page and you know things will be safe and controlled. Alright? Let me know your comments down below. What do you think? What are the risks that you see when you go to dog parks? Do you or do you not go? Sometimes people go, but they just go when there's nobody there, and that could be a choice. That way you still get to enjoy that space, especially if you live in an apartment or condo. Maybe that's what you do. You still have the potential of disease, but you know, it's all about just at least knowing that these are the risks that you take. Even when we take our dogs off leash, right? No matter where we are, there is some risk involved, whether or not that's, you know, for you, your choice, right? So, you know, let me know what you guys think. Hope that was helpful, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye.